Hey, welcome to Mama Mandala. I'm Hagar. I'm so excited that you're here. We're going to do a little quick practice to help ourselves transform in the flame of life. This is, in a way, magic, and magic is somatic. Our transformation, our change happens in our body. I actually have a program this weekend, so check it out. I'll leave a note for you in the description of the video. It's called the Crisis Revolution, and it's an invitation to reframe and restructure and revolutionize the way that we interact with life's struggles. Because let's face it, they're not going anyway. It's life kind of gets more complex and more nuanced, and there's more responsibility the older we get. And that's not a bad thing. Things also get deeper and have more meaning, and our love expands, and with that our grief grows and there's more stress, so we have to regulate our nervous system to be able to deal with it all. But we, instead of turning away from it and only focusing on getting to the other side of it, we can actually utilize the power in the difficulties and in the intensity to create the transformation that we are seeking, that we are inspired to cultivate. So come to your mat, or you don't have to use a mat. You can do this on the floor and separate your feet as wide as your hips. And you can do this whole thing sitting down and finding a way to participate in your own way. With a deep inhalation, reach your arms up. And with a slow exhalation, join your hands and lower them through the front of your face and to the front of your heart. And if your eyes want to close, you can let them close. Do what's most nourishing for you right now. Inhale, reach your arms up, and we create nourishment in the fire. We cook ourselves. Exhale, lower your hands through the front of your face and to the front of your heart. And then engage the tone in the back of the throat and breathe in and make a resonant sound with your breath as you inhale. And as you lower your hands, make this resonant sound with your exhalation. So you're not controlling your breath, but you are participating in directing its flow, its energy. Inhale, reach your arms up one more time. And with an exhalation, lower your hands through the front of your face and to the front of your heart. And release your arms and separate your feet as wide, pretty wide, wider than your hips, not as wide as your mat. Inhale, reach your arms out. And with an exhalation, bend your knees and place your hands on your thighs. Your toes are facing forward. Reach your hips back. Inhale. Reach the hips back and your chest forward. And then with a slow exhalation, as you're breathing through the tone in the back of the throat, round your back and look in towards your navel. And inhale, look forward and stretch your chest forward and your hips back. And exhale, look in towards your navel and round your back. Press down into the tops of your knees, the base of your thighs with your hands. And one more time, inhale, reach your hips back and your chest forward. Moving the spine like that, undulating it, helps regulate our nervous system. Exhale, round your back so that you can deal with stress. It's not going to take the stress away. Life is stressful. Inhale, bring your spine to a neutral, to the space between the arch and the round. And exhale, bring your fingertips to the floor with your knees bent. Fingertips to the floor. If floor is not available for you, you can put your hands on blocks or on a stool or on a couch, on a chair. Reach the crown of the head toward the floor and let your belly hang in the space between your thighs. Inhale, look forward. Stretch your chest forward, halfway up. And exhale, fold back in, belly to the space between your thighs, crown of your head to the floor. Again, inhale, reach your hips back and your chest forward as you lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold back in. And now stretch your legs straight and reach your hips back and your chest forward and lengthen through your spine, halfway up as you inhale. And if stretching the legs straight doesn't happen for you, doesn't work for you, don't. Exhale, fold in. You can keep your knees bent. You can keep your hands on a block. You can put your hands on a wall. Inhale and look forward, halfway up. And energetically pull your heels back so your legs strengthen. There's an intensity in that, and that intensity strengthens you. Exhale, fold back in. Sometimes The struggle helps us become stronger. Now, we don't want to struggle all the time, obviously. Bend your knees, reach your hips back and your chest forward, and circle your arms and rise all the way up. And exhale, lower your hands through the front of your face and to the front of your heart. Release your arms and turn your toes out. And we're going to come into goddess pose. So bend the knees. Goddess, the Shakti in Sanskrit, the power of the universe, is fierce and ferocious and beautiful and delicate. She's the lotus, but she's also the mud. She's the darkness, but she's also the brightness of light. She's the fire that cooks us and the food that nourishes us. Reach your arms up, deep breath in. And in the Crisis Revolution, we talk a lot about her. Exhale and release your arms. There's a whole story we tell about the Shakti. Inhale and reach your arms up. And exhale, lower your arms down, circle them around you. We are cyclical beings, so in the cycles of life, inhale, reach your arms up. We go through ups and downs and struggles and difficulties and beautiful resolutions, but the struggles will come back. So who are we going to be and who are we going to forge ourselves to be, to become in the flames? Inhale, arms go up. And exhale, stretch your legs straight and bend the elbows halfway so that you're in cactus pose with your arms. And inhale, reach your arms up as you bend your knees. And exhale, bend the elbows and stretch your legs straight. Now, you can keep doing this slow like we are doing, like that with the breath, a deep breath in to bend the knees and a slow exhalation to bend the elbows and stretch the legs. Or we're going to do this a few more times a little faster, so your choice. You can keep going slow if what you need right now is slow. And it's going to bring a little bit of fire to your belly, and you can use your belly. So when you exhale, push the air out. It's not exactly breath of fire. You can do a little bit of that energy of. And if you lose yourself the way I lost myself right now, that's fine. Find yourself again. Reestablish your rhythm. Let's do a few more. There's going to be fire in your thighs and in your hips. That's a part of it. Who are you forging yourself to become in the intensity? Now, look for pleasure too. Look to resolve the issues, but we can also learn to utilize the intensity for the transformation itself that we are seeking. 3 more of fast ones, maybe 1 more slow one. And then inhale and bend the knees. Arms go up. And with an exhalation, bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Stretch your left arm up and over your head. I'm mirroring you. Press down into both of your feet and extend long through the arm. Down and deep into the ball of the left foot. And long and strong through the fingertips of your left hand. Inhale, back up, both arms up. I know your legs are burning because mine are burning too. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh, right arm up and over your head. And breathe to ground both of the feet as if you're, as if this is like that lotus roots anchoring down into the mud for the growth and the expansion of the flower of the beautiful, incredibly delicate and powerful expression of nature, of life itself. Inhale, back up, both arms. Exhale, release your arms, stretch your legs straight. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Take a deep breath and stretch your arms back behind you. And you can hold on to a strap or a scarf if you need to, if this is too much on your shoulders. Exhale, fold forward. So this is a deep shoulder opener. And if holding your hands behind your back is either not accessible for you or absolutely terrible for you, hold on to something else and separate your hands from each other as you hold on to a scarf or even a shirt. And slowly breathe. If the crown of your head reaches the floor here, press it down and stretch the arms a little further. Or if your head is kind of hanging, let it hang and let the heaviness of your head help lengthen your spine. Inhale and bring your fingertips down to the floor. And exhale, slowly fold deeply in. Heel toe your feet a little bit closer towards one another, and then bring your knees down to the floor. Bring your big toes to touch. Separate your knees wide apart from each other, and then move the torso a little bit side to side so that your torso can rest in the space between your thighs. Forearms to the floor and forehead to the floor, and breathe. Slow, deep breaths. In and out through the tone in the back of your throat. One more slow, deep breath in. Allowing yourself to be exactly where you are with all of your stuff. And then walk your hands a little back and sit in Vajrasana. This is diamond or thunderbolt pose. Vajra is the thunderbolt and it's also the diamond. So it's hard and strong but beautiful, and it breaks the light and fractures it in many directions, right? And it's also the intensity of the thunderbolt. Let's do also Vajra Mudra for that. So bring your hands all the way together and interlace your fingers. So you point your index fingers up. The thumbs are towards you, and let your hands rest in front of your heart in Vajra Mudra. You can allow your eyes to soften, and if it feels okay for you to close your eyes, close your eyes. Deep breath in. Pause at the top of your inhale, and then see if you can sip a little bit more air in. And a little bit more. And see if you can breathe a little bit more air in. And if there's something that you feel is stuck in you, you can now let that go with an exhalation through your mouth. And obviously, it's not going to go right away. We're initiating maybe a process of release. Inhale all the way in and pause at the top of your inhale. But when we release it, where is it going to go? Can you utilize the very thing that you feel is stuck in you, that you need to transform and shift? Can you utilize it? Sip a little bit more air in. Bring it in a little bit more deeply. And maybe even a little bit more as you breathe a little bit more air in. Bring the issue, the struggle deeper into relationship to be seen. And then exhale through your mouth. One more deep breath. Pause at the top of your breath. Hold it in. Look at yourself. Look at the issues. Look at the struggles. Look at where you are. Sip a little bit more breath in. Bring life force into your process of facing what's going on and what's moving through you. And then a little bit more air in. A little bit more of life force nourishment. And then through your mouth, exhale. Let the intensity of the Vajra, of the diamond and the thunderbolt stay with you. They are your powers. You are powerful. And then release the mudra and the asana and lie on your back, but keep the power in you and let your body release into the earth. Maybe bring your hands to your belly if that feels supportive for you. Maybe open the arms out to the sides if that feels more restful. And stay here. stay here for a few minutes. I will leave you here. But I hope that you can stay and rest for a little bit longer. And I hope to see you in the Crisis Revolution. It's happening this weekend. It's totally free, so it's risk-free. Sign up, see what happens. There is a community gathering in the comment section so that we can support each other and connect deeply to ourselves and to one another and to this crazy, wild world we're all a part of, okay? I really hope to see you there. I can't wait. All right. Mwah. Thank you. Namaste.